Coach, you take any guy, I know you're not a moral victory guy, you take any consolation, 400 yards against, top 10 FCS defense.
Yeah, I mean, I told the guys afterwards, the biggest thing we went into that game is we knew they're a tough physical team, and we were challenging ourselves to play with that kind of toughness, and play, I said, be a man, play with toughness, be a man, even though, I know my daughters are as tough as any sports people there are, so it wasn't that way, but I was just like, let's show toughness and be men, and I think they did that. And I think a whole bunch of them can really look at it and say they did that. And if you can say that, and you showed courage all game long, then you don't need to be happy, you don't need to go hug the other team and smile, but you also don't need to hang your head, because you played with toughness, you played with courage, you played as hard as you can. We just got to keep getting better and clean up. Just, you can go Wyoming, Northern Colorado today. We're 2 plays away from winning any one of them. But we got to start making those 2 plays. We got to start eliminating a couple penalties here or a couple mistakes here and make that play. But that was a really good defense. So I actually, scored 35, 28 on them even was probably more than I was kind of shooting for 24. I thought if we could score 24, we'd have a chance. But I thought our defense played hard and tough at times in the first half. We just got to watch the tape. But we're not as far away as you. If that's the number 4 team in the country, we're not that far off of being a darn good football team. We just got to keep fighting.
How did the team come together after Andre and Jeff went down?
They just kept, it's kind of, football's a physical sport, and guys go down, and other guys just stepped up, and, we went to Cottrell a little bit more, he stepped up, Jonte came in, Michael Knoll came in, Sean McCormick came in and played with really good effort. Nick Romano ran hard, did some good things. Thigpen, it was good to see Thigpen out there. He's been getting better and better. So guys just kept fighting. Our O-line everyone just kept fighting. We fought. There's no way you can say we didn't fight to the very end. We just got to play a little bit better.
What are your thoughts on Romano? It seems like he's really broken out these past 2 weeks, and then that big kickoff return there.
He's a good football player. We knew it. He was player of the state last year. He led his team to the state championship. He had like 300 yards in the state championship. He's just a good football player. And I think I said last week, we see him do it in practice all the time. So it doesn't surprise me when he does it. And he showed great toughness, because on one of the kickoff returns earlier, he got whacked. Not when he had the ball, when he was going to block. So he showed toughness. There was a lot of guys that took some big hits that showed toughness and kept fighting. So that was good to see.
That touchdown return was on the plus side of the ledger for the special teams, but giving up that touchdown to the holder on a fake field goal, how frustrating is that?
That's frustrating. That's and the fake punt.
The fake punt, yeah.
Both of them are. Those are bad. Those we got to do a better job of that as coaches, first of all, and as players. So that's not good. It's hard to win games when you give those up.
Is the trickery something you think you have to prepare for now on Easter a few weeks ago?
Hopefully we always prepare for it, you know what I mean? But obviously they got us. So we just got to do a better job for sure.
When the offense started getting rolling, do you credit kind of the defense for sparking them in a way?
I think the defense hung in there and kept it, the score not too out of hand. And then I think it just took us the first couple of drives when we were going that way, away from the locker room. It was like 3 drives in a row. We got a first down penalty. Got a first down penalty. So I don't think it was as bad as it seemed. And then we got going back the other way in the second quarter. And we got a couple first downs without penalties, and then we just kept going, and went down and scored. Then we got a pick, then we went down and scored. Then things started. And I think in the second half we just had a better feel and a better, and just started playing better. But they're a darn good defense. That's the most points anyone scored on.
It looked like Akano played out of his mind, especially in the first half.
I think he did. Yeah, I think he did. And we need that. He has to. I think he did. I think Charles and Trey and Christian all have to play out of their minds. That's be at your best when your best is needed, and so I agree with you.
What do you tell Mason after the getting hit from behind, getting stripped? Do you tell him to be a little bit more aware of those, coming around the edge, or is it more of the tackle being beat?
You gotta have a clock in your head. You do have to have a clock in your head. One of them was a two-step drop, quick fade, and they get there that fast. I don't know what you tell them. I don't know what you tell them. One of them, I think, I don't know, looked on the big screen like his arm was right there. So one of them, I think you had to have a better clock. One of them didn't have to have a better clock. He tucked it and ran. He needed to tuck it away. The other one was a two-step, and the other one, I don't know what you tell them when they're throwing the ball.
Anything else for Coach?
Do you think that slower first quarter start was due more to the fact that they're just adjusting to their defense, or more just the penalties that racked up in that first quarter?
Probably both, but there was 3 first downs that we got called back for penalties, so we can't do that. We can't make those penalties. That can't happen. That kills you in field position and in moving the ball. But there was 3 different series where we got a first down penalty, and we got a first down penalty. It's got to stop. We got to quit doing that.
It looked like in the first quarter that they got to the stadium ahead of you guys, that they were ready to play before you were. But then, you got them fired up at some point. What got you guys up to speed to get fully involved in that game?
Yeah, I guess as a coach, I thought we were the most ready to play of any game. When we came off the field in warm-ups, I said to a couple of our coaches, man, we're more ready than we were against Eastern. I really did. I thought that was the most ready. It was the best warm-up we had. I thought it was the best walkthrough we had this morning. So I thought we were the best, the most ready. And I think at times, when you watch the tape, I think some guys will look like they did play that way. But I don't think it showed up that everybody was playing that way until we put hurting ourselves with penalties. So I don't necessarily know if it was a switch to get ready. I think we were ready. We were just hurting ourselves. So you still gotta, that's my dad's old saying, discipline gives passion a purpose. So I think we had all the passion, but we gotta do things right and have the discipline so that we play with a purpose.
All right. Thank you, Coach.